Well, good morning, my chums. Welcome to a very cold and slightly windy Blyth Harbour. So, I've ended up at Blyth Harbour. I came up this morning early, wanting to fish up at Druridge Bay or Cresswell. Checked the sea conditions there, went up, drove to Druridge Bay, had a look. Sea was huge. Had a look at Cresswell, huge. Had a look at Limmouth, huge, just unfishable. So rather than go home, I thought I'll drop into the Blyth, have a few chucks. I've got the big rods with us today because I was expecting to fish the beach. I knew it would be heavy, but not as rough as it is. We've had baits already, so I'm going to get myself sorted out, then I'll run through what we've got today and what we're using. I don't mind telling you, it's bitter. It is really cold. This is my rig of choice today. It's just a 2-hook flapper. See if I can show you it properly. Stand back a bit. 2-hook flapper. Nothing special. 5-ounce breakaway. Don't really need a breakaway in here, to be fair, but I've been getting bites straight away, first cast. I do have 2 rods with this, but I'm only putting one out because it's bloody cold and I'm going to see how it goes first. This is a salvage operation because I was just going to go home because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I've got a bad chest and it is really cold, but you know, your way of thinking, thought the fresh air might do us good. But it's -1 and the wind chill's probably about -3. So it is nippy, it's stinging on the old face. Right, so that one's been rattling away. I think you can see it's alright. I'm just going to check. Yeah, right, I'm going to get this one in, give this a check and change the rig over. Now, when I fished here in the past, I don't really do very well, but we'll see. I'm expecting whiting, probably small cod and small whiting, dabs. A dab would be nice. I don't mind catching dabs. As I say, I feel a little bit overgunned. I've got the big rod out, but I would have preferred the smaller rods if I knew I was coming here. But this was a last ditch effort to actually do some fishing. Yeah, we've got to fish straight away, but it's the usual culprit. Better than out though. Blank's off. Blank is off. Little tiny whiting, look at it. Dear me. And I say I never really do well in Blyth Harbour, to be honest. It's not one of those places I regard as a really prolific spot. I mean, when the whiting are bigger, it's not bad. You do get some sized whiting, but I prefer the tine if I'm fishing the river. It just seems to, I don't know, just seems to hold a lot more fish, which is very odd because this harbour is so close to the sea. You would think, you know, it would be really good, but I mean, some people might have had great sessions here. With a bit of luck with that sea on, there might be something sized down there. You never know. I haven't got my thumb stall on, never mind. Bad idea when it's freezing cold as well, like, never mind though. Let's get this out, just a little thump. That's all I need. A lot of slack line. Go. I'm not going to tighten that down just yet because I've got a breakaway on. Don't know what that noise was there. Somebody doing something over there. Right. So that was the first little fish, and I just had solely lugworm on that one. Took the bottom hook. Now I'll just caught my lace. Yeah, I'm on size 1s. Size 1, and I've got the Arno bait stop on for the worm, which I love. Grease weasel body. I think it's £60 and £20 black amnesia on my snoods. Nothing special. Oh, bloody nippy. I don't know if you can see my hands. It is really cold. Right, get baited up, get myself a little warm, might get a coffee on the go, We'll see what develops, if anything, eh? There you go, my chums. First one. Been getting loads of bites. Haven't been hooking up, but I managed to get that one. Quite a skinny whiting on lugworm. It's on the 2-hook flapper. I'm just going to quickly measure him, tell you what he is. He had a bit more meat on. He might be worth the table, but he's a bit slim. Let's have a look. 31. I'll leave him that little bit of lugworm like I always do. 31. Quite a thin fish, but quite nice and more than welcome. Let's get him back. It's on bottom water now. I'm getting a bite of chuck. If that's sizable whiting, I'm not going to complain. Considering I was going to go home rather than face those conditions on the beaches. I've just been talking to a nice guy there, subscriber, Terry. You know who you are, Terry, because we've had a long chat. Really nice to talk to you, mate. It's nice to have a chat with people who watch the channel, plus just shoot the breeze about fishing in general, basically. Good luck for tonight, Terry. I know you're going out, so fingers crossed for you, mate. But we'll get plenty of bites. And we're on bottom water, so hopefully this will continue for a little bit longer. Bait to use, so we'll see what goes on. I'm trying to get myself a cuppa, but it's rod's banging away. I haven't had a minute yet. I've only managed to hook up with that one. Fast biting whiting, as I call them. Peckers. I'll get this on in a minute. I've got my other rig ready to go, so at least I'm double patting on time. It is just about to turn on the flood, so hopefully it'll bring good things. I mean, I've had a lot of bites on slack water, but I'm going to try and get a coffee soon because it's bloody freezing. I'm going to get this one in because the bait's not lasting too long the way these are hitting it. I think I got that one. I've got a breakaway on as well to try and create some resistance for them to hook up, but the masters are avoiding the hook. They've stripped both these as well. That was literally out 2 minutes. Absolutely stripped bare. Both hooks like this. That's how fast they are. Unless there's a lot of them down there and they're just hitting it. Let's see what we can do, eh? I am on size, I've just hooked myself. I am on size 1s. It should be fine, but we'll see. Get the spanker off. I've switched to lugworm tip with a bit of mackerel because obviously there's whiting about. My train of thought, the sun's right in my eyes. My train of thought is to try and get the better ones out. Not casting for. Right, see what we can do with that one, eh? Oh, excuse me. Chest getting bad, chums. Right, I'm going to get this one bait up and out, and I must make that coffee on my chest. Still rattling away. Had to take time out to make a nice hot cuppa because it's brassic. Steady bites though, keeps you occupied. As I said earlier, I could have went home. It is freezing, but I'm here now. Might as well make the most of something. Hope everyone else is getting out, getting some fishing done. It tastes like dishwater, like. I don't think I washed my cup properly. There's a lovely sea running today. It's quite too big to fish just today, but by tonight or tomorrow, I think it should do well. And we've got the Amble Open coming up as well at the weekend, so there'll be a lot of people out for that. Yeah, it tastes like washing up liquid. But you know what? It's warm, so I'm not really bothered. I'm going to have to keep changing the baits every 5 minutes here because they're stripping it really quick. I'm mainly pinwhiting, but there is some larger ones amongst them. There's another gentleman fishing down on me left hand side at the bottom end. I'm not sure if he's had anything as yet. But it's nice to be out, albeit being pretty nippy. Biting away again there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the background. Now I'm going to get this one checked. Would have been nice to have contacted a flounder or a dab. It's time yet though. It's just on the turn now. I'll put the tides up for you like I always do. I forgot to mention that earlier on, but I'll stick the tides at the top for you. Obviously, if I knew I was coming here, I would have brought the lighter rods, but making do with the heavy. It feels alien using the heavier gear in a little estuary or a harbour. I'm going to get that checked. I'm going to put it in and out regular because that's just getting stripped. I don't really want to put my drink down. I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, the fish are finding the bait within seconds of it going out. I'm struggling to hook up with them. All whiting. Got a seal in the river as well. I've just seen the little bugger. Went off up that way somewhere, looking for lunch. But I know from experience, just because there's seal there doesn't mean to say there's no fish. I've caught fish alongside seals because I normally take half of mine. My next rig I'm going to put out is the pop-up rig. I'm going to keep it off the bottom a bit just in case I'm getting crabbed off. They look like bites to me, but sometimes it can be crabs playing the old 4-string, you know. Tell you what, barring that, the cold, it's a lovely day. Beautifully bright, it's nice. I mean, it would be more beneficial with a bit of cloud cover for the fishing, like, you know. Yes, still picking at it. Tide hasn't got any strength at the minute just yet. It's only just turned. I'm only going to give it another hour or so. I didn't even set the second rod up. Just stuck to the one. Excuse me. Got a bad chest. It's very pleasant though. Just need some nice big fish. Well, I was getting crabbed as I thought. I had 2 of these on, roughly the same size. Look at the size of that bruiser. Oh, dropping. Right, he's fine. Let's get him back in. Try again. Oh, that wind's brisk. Right, I've switched to a pop-up rig because trying to avoid those crabs. Not getting my bait. Paid money for that. See if we'll get anything. As I say, I'll give it another hour. Then get myself home. Get a little bit of medicine down this for my chest, I think. Warm my feet up. If anyone could recommend some really good warm thermal socks, please let us know. I bought the Norway ones. They're supposed to be Norway ones, Nordic socks or whatever. And my feet are always freezing. I don't really want to buy seal skins. because it's not about the water. I want my feet to breathe, but I want some warmth. So if anyone can come up with a good idea for us for some decent socks or recommend any, please let us know. I did forget to mention today is the 2nd of January. So I hope you had a lovely new year. Hope you didn't have to suffer too much from the drinky poos. And I hope you're looking forward to all the fishing you've got ahead of you this year, and maybe you've got some personal bests or some targets you want to achieve. I'm sure we'll all have. I'm hoping that it's going to be a cracking year for us all. And as usual, I appreciate you coming into the new year with me on the channel. It's nice to have you along. It's nice to have your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. It all means a lot to me. I've took the super thanks off the channel because some of you do like to help out with bait, you know, a little bit of money for bait and stuff, which is fine. If you want to offer it up, that's fine. I won't ask for it. But I've changed over to buy me a coffee, so you'll see it on the screen. If you just scan that, if you feel like you want to help towards the channel, you can just buy us a coffee on there, or you can use the link which I've got on the YouTube community chat, and you can pay us there. The reason I've took the super thanks off is that YouTube were taking 45% of it. So some kind people were sending me like a £5 donation towards bait, and I was getting £2.40 of it. So it's not acceptable, really. Not for me, but I don't want you sending money and YouTube taking it. It just doesn't make any sense. So if you do feel like you want to support the channel in any way like that, please just use the buy me a coffee link. And anything that you do send would be appreciated, but I'm not asking for it, by the way. So we are getting bites on the pop-up rig, unless the crabs have learned how to swim up to the bait. Definitely getting bites. Nothing massive, but it's action. I'm going to get this one in now, change it over. Next bait I chuck out, it'll just be on the normal rig, but I just want to test, see what's going on. There seems to be a lot of crab activity. Might have something small on. I'm not used to using my little rods, that I can never tell any weight on these when I fish them in the rivers. Yeah, we've got a tiddler. A tiddler! I thought we were going to get some of the better size weighting after that one before, but obviously not. But on the plus side, the pop-up rig's working, the crabs aren't getting the bait, so that's a bonus. I'm going to put this one out anyway. Yeah, actually I'll get this little fish back first. Just another little whiting. Not as big as the last one, but all welcome to me. These will start to get bigger soon. Little whiting, get him back. One out. Wind's picking up again. Bit more than windy. Right. See what happens with that one as an experiment. So that hasn't got pop-ups on. And we'll see if the crabs destroy it. And in the meantime, we'll get this one bait up again. Still banging away. That's on this is the rig without the pop-ups on. It's not crabs biting it, it's small fish. That wind's getting up. It's cold. That is a cold wind. Just having to wait and see if they develop. It's pointless striking them, they're small fish, so. The premise of today was to come out for some big winter flounders, which is what I was after. Obviously sometimes you've got to play the cards you're dealt and falling back into here was the only thing I could think of because of the seas. And the last time I fished here, I think I did a video here, the last time I fished here was February last year. It's been quite a long time since I've been here. I don't think there's been a lot happening in the harbour. I haven't heard anything anyway. The lad I was talking to earlier, he had some flounders with his son. Yeah, flounder would be nice. Seems ages since I've caught a flounder. I'm not going to leave these out too long, as I said, because the baits are getting stripped. See that rattling away there. Just waiting for the bigger whiting wouldn't be so bad. That would do us nicely. Most of this type of fishing in the harbours, it's all scratchy fishing anyway, and I don't mind it. I quite like it actually. It's a challenge. I'm tempted to get this one in already actually. Excuse me, I'm sorry for coughing, chums. I think I'm in for some stormy weather on the old chest. Excuse me for coughing in the mic. We'll give this one a little check. I'll change a bait. Oh. Got a feeling it's a crab. I was getting baits, but there could be a fish on there as well. Ooh, this braid's making some funny noises. Oh, we've got a crab and a fish, and it is the culprit I thought it was. Thought them baits were off those. Oh, little dabs. I had a feeling it was a dab. I was just saying to the lad who was with us before, the baits look very dabbish. I mean, it's tiny. Got it under the chin. Crab's trying to scarp I want. Come here, you. One of the culprits. A little flounder as well. Little dab, sorry. Little see-through dab. Tiny. Let's get him back. Got a feeling this standard rig, i.e. non-pop-up, has been crabbed, so I'm going to get this changed. Yeah, there was a crab on there. Just come off. I think I'll just stick to the pop-up rig now until the end of the session, which will not be long because I'm pretty cold now. Yep, that took them literally, that's been out for like 5 minutes and they've stripped it completely, the crabs. This is why I use the pop-up rig, or the anti-crabtivity rig as I call it. Oh, I'm getting that. I'm getting that native smell of weed coming down the harbour. Right, I'm trying to hook myself up, get this one out. Couple more casts, chums, and we're off. I know it's not been the most exciting, but I tried to make the most of a bad job while I was up here. I thought I'm not going to go home without putting a bait in. So there we have it. So it is what it is, but personally I'm happy just to catch fish. I don't really care. I mean, I would have preferred me flounders, that's what I wanted today. Almost went out last night. A friend of mine messaged and wanted to go out at about 2-3 in the morning after cod, but I was just, you know, when you're in the house and you're that cosy, I just couldn't do it. I did stay up, I stayed up till about 1 o'clock, but just couldn't do it. I was too tired. I thought of going out in like, I mean, it was cold last night, -2, -3. And I thought, nah, another time maybe. I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate to catch cod, I can tell you. I've had my fair share. It's not a problem to me. Oh. So we'll see what the next couple of casts brings, and then we'll get it wrapped up and get away. Definitely fresh air, like, hasn't done us any good. On my chest is one of them coughs where you can't stop when you start, so I'm trying to suppress it. Right, we'll see these casts out and see what happens. I'm getting rattles on this one, but I don't think anything's hooked up unless it's small. Oh yeah, there's something there. Another small fish, I think. Got a bit of tide now. A bit of tide now, which is helping getting the bow out the line, because the braid's terrible for the wind. Getting bigger, slightly. Pop-up rig's definitely doing the job though. Another little whiting. More than welcome. Lugging mackerel again. Just spat that out. The size of the food they'll eat. A little sprat. Could be a little whiting. I'll put another bit of lugworm on that and get it back out. Generally don't like the baits too big for whiting, because they will just tear at it, but I'm just going to put some fresh on just to bulk it up a little bit. Some size ones would be nice. They're definitely, the bites have picked up with the tide, which is good, but I'm still not going to be that much longer. It's a way bigger bait than I expected. I've got a full mackerel strip on the other one, and I haven't touched that one. Normally, if there's any bigger whiting about, they'll go for the fish bait. Get this out again. Try and get hold on the tide, because that helps to hook the fish as well if you're not striking into them. Just lobs. That's all I'm casting. 30 yards. Just let the tide tighten that up, and we'll get a little bit more bait prepared. Oh. Still getting bites continually. Just small fish though, nothing substantial. It's always worth the chance. It's not what I came out for, as I say. I did come out to get, I did envisage getting some nice big fat winter flounders today off the beach, but the demerit of not living next to the sea, I don't know what the sea state is on the morning that I go fishing, you know. Apart from the odd webcam that you can get. That's a funny smell. Oh, strange smell of burning rubber. I hope it's not my boot. Stinks. It's like burning plastic. So, as I say, we're all getting rattles. I'm even registering them on the big rod, but it's got a glass tip on this rod, so it's quite sensitive anyway. Plus I'm using braid today, but albeit heavier braid than I would normally use. Feels weird. I feel like I'm totally overgunning the fish, because I know they're not going to be very big in here. Although it does throw the odd good one up now and again. It's like anywhere else. You just never know. but it's getting colder. Right, I'm going to check this one out, get another bait out, because we shall soon be departing. Yeah, there's a fish on. Can't tell what it is yet. There's something having a little bit of thump there. It's giving it a bit. Yep, we've got a... Oh, got two. Double shot this time, chums. Double shot white on the pop-up rig, but not the size we're after. But it does show the pop-up rig does work. Keeps them crabs at bay and lets the fish play. Let's get these monkeys back here. Wouldn't be so bad if we get the sized ones out. There you go. One's actually, they're both lightly hooks. It's not bad. Should go back. Straight logo on these as well. Actually, no, I tell a lie, there's some mackerel on that one. Oh, hat's falling, dude. Nothing special, but we're getting double shots of them at the minute, so. Whoop. Never fails. Never fails. There you go. Nice little white. Let's get him back. Both gone back as well, which is a bonus. Right, let's get this rig out again. See if we can't pick anything more substantial. Well, chums, it's that time again. We've hit half tide, its bites have died off. I'm on my last cast now. The sun's just above the rooftops already, and it's only, what time is it? 1:30 in the afternoon. But a good little session. I salvaged something out of nothing because the sea was too big to fish the beaches. I couldn't get on them. But it's been canny. I've been up here for a long time, so it's nice to visit again. Had a little bit of action. Only the one size fish, but who cares? Not me. Enjoyed it as I always do. As I tell you every single time, a fish is a fish to me. I don't care. But I've enjoyed myself, and thank you very much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I know it's not been full of big fish or anything like that, but they never really are. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much for your likes, your comments and your subscriptions, obviously, as always. Really genuinely do appreciate every single one of you. So stay safe, stay well, get yourself fishing. Tight lines.